Hey, you guys. So, today I want to talk a little bit about when things don't go exactly as we planned. Because, as you guys know, we're definitely living in the middle of that right now. And it's not as terrible as you might think. The first thing I'm going to tell you is that not only in your life abroad, but just in life in general, how we've always lived is plan for the worst, but hope for the best. If you know the worst case scenario is always out there in the back of your mind, if something goes wrong, it won't be the end of the world. Now, this is not to say that life is all doom and gloom. I mean, obviously it isn't. I'm standing on the beach in the middle of February on a beautiful day here in Da Nang, Vietnam. But it really is important that you have a plan A, B, and C, and a plan D, E, and F. Now, I'm telling you guys all this as someone who is not a really big planner. Mark and I haven't made a lot of long range plans in our life thus far, and maybe that's why things have gone the way they've gone. But we wouldn't change anything. We've enjoyed every experience we've had, and really, it's just important to be able to roll with the punches. Since COVID, the world has changed so much and it has changed so quickly. Things are changing everywhere, every day. And I think we're learning this as well, is that we really need to adapt a different way of thinking about life in general. Because the world is changing so quickly, what's true today isn't necessarily going to be true tomorrow. And sometimes that's a hard truth to face or a hard truth to live with. But it really is the reality, especially if you're thinking about moving abroad, thinking about long-term travel. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's really important to leave yourself in a position where you can pivot at any given time. Now, we thought we'd be in Bangkok forever. I remember the last time we entered Bangkok immigration, the immigration officer asked me how long I planned on staying, and I said, hopefully forever. And in that moment, I meant it. But suddenly, the air really became unbearable, and we said, well, what are we doing? Having fresh air is not something we wanted to compromise on. And just being here in a fresh air environment, I can't tell you how much better we feel physically. And maybe we didn't even realize we were feeling not optimal in that air. Even though we uprooted ourselves at the spur of the moment, like I said, it hasn't turned out all that bad. And I'm not going to lie, the first couple of days I was a little shook because we made the decision so quickly and we acted on it so quickly. So we're a little bit out of sorts shifting so quickly and basically without a plan, but we're giving ourselves a couple of months to actually make a plan for ourselves. Okay, we just ordered some noodles and I am very happy because I'm hungry and it looks so good. You have to adapt, modify, and compromise.
Basically,
for sure.
When there's no table, you have to improvise with the luggage.
Improvisation 101. I like how you're up close to it like that. How is it? Wow. Oh, good. The best advice I can give you is to keep yourself in a position so that you can pivot if it becomes necessary. I can't imagine anything worse than staying in a place that you're not happy in and that you don't want to be in, but you're stuck there because you didn't keep yourself flexible enough to switch things up if you needed to. So let me know what you think about all this. As always, I really appreciate you guys watching and I appreciate your comments. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.